Hello everyone, welcome to this presentation about Otjiwaṋa Media, a project of Otjiwaṋa Economic Foundation. Otjiwaṋa Economic Foundation is a not-for-profit social innovation and voluntary membership association committed to unifying a community with a shared ambition of achieving economic empowerment and preserving Otjihero language and culture. The leadership of the foundation looks as follows. The topmost body is the annual general meeting or the AGM. This is the highest decision-making body where members directly influence the direction of the organization through a democratic vote. Under the AGM, you have the executive committee or the board of directors, which supervise the executive committee actually. And the executive committee is responsible for the overall control and management of the foundation. So these are, as the name says, these are the people who execute the work. And then to the left of that, between the AGM and the executive committee, you have an extra body called Otjiwaṋa Architect. This is an independent, self-regulatory, mandatory body tasked with researching, developing, and promoting the business of the foundation. They are responsible for maintaining institutional knowledge and have a comprehensive understanding of all aspects of the foundation's operations to ensure it can exist and achieve its competitive strategic objectives. So what is the vision? The vision is to enjoy a higher living standard where no single member of Otjiwaṋa lives below the poverty line by the year 2122. What is this vision 2122? It's the picture in our imagination, meaning like that picture of enjoying a higher living standard, which we must always stay true to. It will guide us and steer us towards our purpose to see Otjiwaṋa uplifted out of material and spiritual deprivation and become a financially self-sufficient, united, and a strong community which is healthy and literate. So if you look at why Vision 2122, Otjiwaṋa Economic Foundation was incorporated in 2020. So reflecting on the past 100 years and looking forward to the next 100 years, you get Vision 2122, which is our North Star. The mission is to build a robust agrarian-based and high-impact institutions in education, culture, health, engineering, technology, entrepreneurship, business investment, and research, which could enhance a culture of development, self-reliance, and self-determination. Why are we working like this? We were inspired by the achievement of the Royal Bafokeng Nation, which is a nation in South Africa, not only because of how the wealth they have amassed, but also the wisdom that their king had, Kotsi Mogatle, who lived between 1834 and 1891, who seemed to have followed the old adage that if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. The Royal Bafokeng Nation bought back their land that was stolen by the colonialists. They put money together and they bought back their land. And today they are one of the richest nations in Africa. So what are the strategic themes and areas of action for Otjiwaṋa Economic Foundation? So we said that Vision 2122 is our North Star. It guides us. However, to simplify the end goal, the vision is simplified into 3 strategic themes and 12 areas of action to focus our implementation. So what are these 3? These 3 strategic themes are personal development, community development, and sustainable growth. And the 12 areas of action are health and well-being. Under personal development, you have health and well-being, education and skills development, personal responsibility, and self-management. Agents of change, meaning that transformational leadership. Under community development, you have health and well-nourished communities, You have peaceful and inclusive societies, financial inclusion for economic empowerment, and culturally sensitive gender equality. Under sustainable growth, you have sustainable agriculture, environmental sustainability, you have accountable governance, and you have financially self-reliant communities. Otjiwaṋa Economic Foundation has a long project list. There are about 20 projects, but not all of them are meant to be implemented in the community. Some of these projects are in-house. They are there to support the work of the organization. So our project list is extensive and encompasses many areas from business and finance, IT, and youth development. But foremost, the very first project is Otjiwaṋa, which is our flagship project to build an endowment fund to support the mission. Membership contributions fall under this project, and also any other fundraising of profits we make from our work also contribute towards this Otjiwaṋa. Project 2 is policy research to inform policy program development and advocacy. So in-house in the foundation, we do research. In the past, we have done research on the impact of poverty in Namibia, and this then inform our program development, but also inform our advocacy outside the foundation when we are talking to individuals in the community, the government, or local authority. And then we have project 4, 5, 6, which are 3 different projects, but they work together. This is about land, livestock, and crop production. Under these projects, we want to promote stewardship, food security, and environmental sustainability. And then we have project 7, which is the big project, one of the important projects, which is education, sports, arts, and culture. This project operates from an integrated learning platform for skills development and learning support. So we have our own learning management system for this project. And then project 17, we have Otjiwaṋa Media, which is this project, under which Otjiwaṋa Radio falls. And Otjiwaṋa Media is the golden thread that weaves through all the projects. And it is a mission aligned. It is directly aligned to the mission of Otjiwaṋa Economic Foundation, and it is an integrated media platform designed to serve the community. And then when we are talking about Otjiwaṋa Media Project 17, this project, what are we talking about? The very big idea when we have done the objectives for specific to this project and the mission of this project, we looked one of the most important thing, which is the value proposition. What value are we offering with this project? How will the foundation and the community benefit from this project? And we thought about that as Otjiwaṋa Media is a mission-aligned platform through which Otjiwaṋa Economic Foundation will publish and broadcast its work. But it is also a social impact project designed to serve the community. And when we are talking about impact, we are talking about the lasting change that this project will directly or indirectly contribute to our mission and also to the well-being of the community. And then we have under value proposition, we have 3 points. We have value creation, editorial value, and ethical principles. Under value creation, we look at creating values for those who provide resources. So people who provide us with resources, collaborations or collaborators and supporters. So notably, the very first people will be the audience of Otjiwaṋa Media, the people who read our newsletters and blog posts, who listen to our podcast and radio, and who view our channels on YouTube. And under the audiences, you have the community, which we call in the foundation as Otjiwaṋa. We have the stakeholders. Those are the other notable audience, which includes the foundation itself, the members, other institutions, advertisers, journalists, and the society at large. Those are all people who we have to provide value for, or who we have to create value for with Otjiwaṋa Media project. And then when you come to editorial value, so what are editorial values? Editorial values are beliefs that shape how we behave, how this media project will behave, how the people working under this media project will behave. So what are those? The Otjiwaṋa Media editorial strategy is meant to balance the foundation's interest and priority. So what are our interests and what are our priorities? We want to provide quality media content with impact. We want to be transparent, accessible, and accountable to the public. We want to have well-trained media practitioners. We want to publish in Otjiherero and English. And we want to inform policy. So like I said before, that's why we have the Project 2, which is the policy and research project, because we want to inform policy, be it government, be it Otjiwaṋa Economic Foundation itself, be it at the community level or local authority level. So this is to research, to develop programs, to advocate, and to develop policy. And then ethical programs. When we talk about ethical programs, we think of what we consider to be right and how we ought to behave. Again, it comes back to this thing, and these ethical principles will be captured in our professional codes that determines how we ought to practice as community media in this community media space. So Otjiwaṋa Media journalistic ethical practice to support and uphold the foundation's purpose, statement of purpose, and then we have to serve the community, be fair and non-partisan. We have to practice factual reporting, and then we have to follow the general media ethics and professional codes, be it in Namibia or whatever, and also recognize the tradition and cultures of local communities. We have to try not to discriminate and to practice unfair practices. We must stay away from that because we have to promote the human rights and dignity of local communities. And with that, I think we have looked at what this media project is about. Like we said, it's an integrated platform, meaning it has different aspects such as YouTube, newsletter, blog post, radio, podcasts. And in a nutshell, this is what the media project is. It's project number 17, and we said it's the golden thread that weaves through all our projects, and it publishes and broadcasts the work of the Otjiwaṋa Economic Foundation, and then it is designed to serve the community. Okuneno kuhepa mamutu vadamba. Of course, our YouTube channel, Otjiwaṋa Media, which is called Otjiwaṋa Media, and then you mamupratene Otjiwaṋa Radio, at radio.otjiwaṋa.community/public/Otjiwaṋa, or if you're on WhatsApp, you can join our think tank, which is our advisory body where we interact with the community, where they advise us and give us ideas of what is developing in the community, or how we ought to add to practice our community development. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you next time.